How's it going, guys? It's Nathan from Nathan's DIY Garage, and today we have a pretty special video for you guys. We're going to be doing two things. We have a product review, but the product review is also going to fix our Evap code problems. So, our sponsor for today's video, they were so kind to send us some free items here, and in the BMW business, there's definitely a need for this. And you guys get on me a lot of times for using Walmart products for cleaning stuff. So this is what we have. We have a company called Deoxit, or a product called Deoxit, and this is from Caig, C-A-I-G, products.com. I'll put the webpage right there. Also, there will be a link in the description for these guys' website. We'll try to get a Facebook link in there also for them. They contacted me. They said, hey, basically, do you have any need for a review for these products? So what we have here, we have a cleaner, somewhat a contact cleaner, but this is more of an anti-corrosion contact cleaner. And this does not eat rubber. And that's very important in the car industry, especially in the BMW world, when you're dealing with snap block fittings on hoses, when you're dealing with little O-rings on all the hose fittings for the coolant and oil. Then we have a lithium grease based product here, and this also has a deoxidizer, protectant, and anti-corrosion ingredients in it. So basically, what I did when I first got this in here, the very first thing I did was went over and grabbed an O-ring out of a hose, out of a BMW coolant hose, and sprayed this cleaner on it and see if it would eat it. If you spray carburetor cleaner on these, a lot of times it'll make them real big. It'll blow them up like it does a rubber glove. So they also sent me a couple of little tidbits. They sent me a little rubber adapter that goes on the hoses here, so I could actually push it on this or on this. I think it's mainly for lithium grease. And then you could aim it. So it's a little bendy piece, which is kind of a clever invention, actually. And you could actually do this. I'll take the hose off there real quick. You could actually just slip that in there. And then it's made to go on here. If I can't spray myself with it, that'd be sweet. And then, of course, you have a little bendy hook. That's going to come in pretty handy for doing door locks and door latches. Like right now, the Toyota Sequoia I have and the Tundra I have here, both of them are having a latch problem. The grease has gotten dirty, and especially in freezing weather, it really causes an issue. So that's kind of a cool setup. They also sent me a little tube of this stuff, and this is for doing little tedious stuff. I was looking at some videos on it. All these products, guys, are made in the USA. They are a little on the expensive side, but not bad considering, I guess they're comparable to like a Zepp brand stuff. Once you get over the Walmart threshold of cheap crap, then you get a little more money. But a can of this will literally last you forever. I don't know about forever, but for a very long time. So this is what we're going to do today. We have some of you guys asking about Evap codes for the BMW. So we have a gas cap from E46, which is also the same as E49. E39, what am I talking about? E39, E53, E36 with slight changes, E83, E85, X3, E90, E60, E66, you get the hint. Then we have a fuel tank purge valve from the same era of cars. So we're going to be cleaning these. I'm going to show you a few things that's going to throw the evap light. So P0440 and 442 are the two most common for a small leak. And we're going to show you how to fix that right now. All right, so let's get dirty here. We have First of all, our gas door cap or gas tank cap, we have a couple different parts of these. A lot of you guys don't know about this. Now, you can't just buy a new one, throw on there. It depends on the situation too, because if you're trying to pass emissions, or you just don't want to spend what are these, $15 for a new OEM cap, maybe $20, and you just want to clean it. A lot of you guys will do that. That's perfectly normal. First thing we're going to do is look at the seal. Is the rubber seal dry rot cracked? If it is, this thing's trash. This one is not. It's kind of dirty looking and kind of grimy looking. We're going to take a small screwdriver and very gently pull that seal out of that cap. All right, I'll throw this out of here for right now. And then we have a metal base under there. Then we have this guy. I feel like my lights aren't right, but I don't know. I look at the screen on the camera and it looks dark, but then I go to watch it and it looks bright. I don't know. So yeah, this guy, he's not cracked or anything. He's got some white junk on him. He's getting kind of, not really hard, but getting kind of crusty feeling. And then we have the second part of the cap. We have this green part. I don't know if you can see this or not here. The green part, the center actually turns, and there's a spring inside there. And it ratchets back and forth. I don't think I could do it without it being on the car, because it's a pretty tough spring. But you grab a hold of it, you can just barely move it, and you turn it like that. So whenever you turn it in the gas tank, it kind of ratchets back and locks in. Yeah, it locks on the tank. So the problem is going to be if you get an air leak at this gasket, basically, or if this thing is not turning correctly and not sealing, then that's going to throw your evap code on your BMW or on anything that has a cap like this, which is most stuff. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our Deoxit. This is the cleaner. And what's really funny, the first thing I notice about this stuff, it doesn't have much of a smell to it at all. And I tell you what, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you've ever had contact cleaner before, you spray that stuff inside your house, inside your shop, you almost got to open the door, open the window, and air it out. It's pretty rough. So we're going to go ahead and, first of all, take our oil ring here. And this stuff totally evaporates. We're just going to spray some on there. That would be enough carburetor cleaner wise or anything else to make this thing stretch out and get all weird. And you can see it's already pretty much drying. It leaves a very tiny bit of film on it. I could actually smell it like this. And it almost smells like a tiny bit of, not even as strong as Windex. So in close quarters, that's pretty handy. So you can see it's just really nice and clean. It's not all greasy. It's not all weird. So a lot of times you guys pull these coolant hoses off these BMWs. These guys are full of like white corrosion from the coolant, even rusty. If they had rusty water in them, that's real common. And you need to clean them, because if you push the snap lock hose back on, it's going to leak. So basically that's how we do that. We have some of our lithium grease here. Make sure our hose is on there before we go spraying it. And this lithium grease will not eat these rubber O-rings. We're going to go ahead and spray a little bit of it on here like that. Pick it up and take a smell. It's got a little bit of smell to it, but it's really not bad. It's definitely not going to run you out. And that amount of grease is perfect on the push lock fittings. And you can see it's somewhat dried a little bit, but just got a nice film on it. That's what you want. That's perfect for those push lock BMW and Audi and Mercedes stuff. Perfect for that. Next, we're going to go ahead and try out our O-ring here, or seal from our gas cap. I haven't touched this thing yet. We're going to go ahead and spray some of this cleaner on it. Probably a little more than what we actually need. And we're going to go ahead and clean it off like that. Go and flip it, do the same thing to the back side of it. As far as cleaning oil rings for cars and stuff like this, a can of that stuff will last you guys literally forever. And here we are. It took all the corrosion right off of it. It's really super pliable now. It's a little bit crispy before. This side looks perfect. We'll go ahead and do the cap. We're going to spray down without blowing it back at her face. Down in these holes. We're going to get a little bit of that cleaner down in there. Spray a little bit around the mating surface, the gasket mating surface. A little bit on that side. And we're going to get this cap all freed back up. Wipe it off, even though it'll evaporate. Wipe it off a little bit like that. We are good to go. We'll let that set right there. You can already see all the black crap coming off of it. This thing is totally dry. Look how nice that looks. It just looks perfect. So we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of our lithium grease. This has the additive that is also anti-corrosion. We're going to do a little bit down here. If I could do it in a small enough amount without just spraying it everywhere, which I'm kind of doing. It might be better off in this application. Oh yeah, a lot better to lose the hose. The hose is putting too much pressure on it. As you can see what I did here, I've spattered the whole piece of cardboard, which is why we use that, not our Nathan's MRE backdrop. Spread around there a little bit. Give her just a little bit of wipe off. And that thing looks really good. I'm actually pretty impressed with that. We're going to go ahead and snap that back on there. And like I said, with a P0440 and 442 for you BMW guys, a lot of times that gasket will have cracks in it, or it'll be dirty and it'll be leaking. And you probably also wouldn't hurt to go clean your mating surface on your car nozzle with this cleaner also. But there that is. That looks really good. We'll go ahead and spray a little bit. If I'll clean the plastic or not, I guess we'll see. Yeah, cleaned it all pretty decent. And, you know, you wouldn't expect to get that black stuff off of there. Okay, so that's the first part of your P0440 and 442. The second part is going to be this little troublesome guy. This little guy sits right, depends on what car you got, really. It sits very close to your power steering tank. This would be at the front of the intake manifold, especially on the M52, M54, M52 TU, and all that stuff, you know. Even your M44, your 318 models in the E36, M44, your M43 for the E46, M42 for the E36 also. So, there we go. We're going to go ahead and do one of the two things here. Now, these actually can fail. The electronics could fail in it, and they could also get stopped up or get stuck where they don't want to work anymore. So we're going to real quick spray off the outside of it because it's all nasty. We're going to spray out the inside of it. Go ahead and do that right now. All right, there's the outside. We'll take our towel here. We'll give her a little wipe down just so we can handle it and won't get my hands all dirty. And you can see the stuff. It just takes it right off. And they have a lot more products than just this on their website. They have all kinds of stuff. And there it is. Looks nice and like a factory finish. We're going to go ahead and put our straw back on this lithium grease so we don't lose it here. That out of the way. That out of the way. We're going to take our cleaner. We're going to spray it inside and clean that solenoid out. Oops. Got a little on me. It's all right. I'll do a little bit more so make sure we got it all. I think putting the cardboard down was for sure a good move. A little tap, let it all evaporate out of there. Make sure that's all dry before you put it back on the car. And you can see, I mean, what do you see down the side there? Looks like it's brand new. You probably can't see that on the camera. And there we go. So that's it. That's going to take care of your P0440 and your 442. If you have a scanner to reset that for the evap stuff on those cars, that's great. If not, it'll go ahead and run its cycle with so many sets of the keys and so many miles. It'll go ahead and reset that check engine light for you for the evap codes. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's all for the evap code fix. You know, they sent me a little booklet with it here. They have so much stuff. They show this cleaner, cleaning like AA battery corrosion. If you leave batteries in something too long and it gets all corroded, it shows this cleaner cleaning that out. It shows cleaning RAM for your computer. You guys that do the E39, the circuit board fix, LED fix on your odometer, cleaner like this will work great. It'll work great to get all the old junk off when you're taking the old strip off. Also the upper radio fix. I'm sorry, the lower radio fix would also work great for that. And just all kinds of metal corrosion repair stuff. They just have an endless amount of stuff on here. It's really cool to see. They have stuff in caulking gun type situation here and all kinds of plastic lubricants and stuff like that. Now also, you can use these to clean your door seals. You guys got on my butt a little bit the other day. I put that door seal video up. What was it called? The freeze, how to care for your BMW in freezing weather or something of that sort. And I showed cleaning the door seals with Windex and then going back and taking the Meguiar's and cleaning them. You could also use this for that. The lithium grease is okay for door seals. It will not eat that rubber. A lot of times WD-40 and stuff will deteriorate it and that kind of thing. But that is it, guys. I quit talking your ear off. That is it for the Caig.com, C-A-I-G. Don't forget, the website link is in the description. Go check them out, guys. Show them some love. These guys have been super nice to me, and they sell some amazing products made in the USA. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.